Probably one of my most relatable episodes of Psych. Episode 8, Sean versus the Red Phantom. I grew up reading comic books. I got a bunch of comic book stuff all behind me. Um, I just grew up around that world. And, it's relatable to me because I love that life. I relate a little bit more to Gus. I have a lot of autographed comics, a lot of autographed pops, stuff like that. And we get to see Gus's nerdy side come out a little bit. It's one of those many obsessions, many of those hobbies that he just kind of never shows again. And so it's kind of weird, but in this episode, it is a kidnapping, no murder for the first time, which is so weird. Um, just attempted murder, which is still not great, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. A couple interesting little things about this episode. We got George Takei as a guest, which is wild. Sulu, love him. I love him in Star Trek. But we get to see him a little bit. Uh, Chief ends up having her baby girl, which you get to see that little girl all grown up in one of the movies, which I'm so excited to rewatch. Uh, and then we get to see not only Gus being a nerd, but Jules is actually a big nerd. Plus, we get to see Magic Head, the reoccurring joke for Gus, and an awesome picture that I really want made of Psych Man and Magic Head. I love that. But in this episode, we do have kidnapping where a kid is called the Malcontent. He's a big blogger. He gets kidnapped because he bashes on a certain movie. He reneges on agreements. There's a lot of stuff going on. But two other people get kidnapped as well, which are movie executives that had problems with a certain movie. And if you haven't seen this, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. The Green Phantom movie or the Green Ghost, something like that. The guy that wrote it, Cooler, he just freaks out. And yeah, because his movie was a bomb. And so they're all at this comic book convention and it's all fun and games, but people do get kidnapped. There are little clues left around, which is kind of cool, but pretty obvious at the same time. But let's get to that pineapple real quick.
Deal with Paris.
So the kidnapper is the one roasting this new movie online.
He also wrote "The Guilty Will Pay."
So right back here.
Wow. One of these comic book freaks.
It's going to be the best view we have on her, in her bag, not on her bag. There's a lot of debate online about where this pineapple is. And a lot of people say it's on the bag, but it's not. I don't think so, at least. Right here, you have the stem of a pineapple, the flowers. So kind of a cool little thing about this episode. It's a little more hidden, but not super hidden to where we aren't able to find it. There's a couple of these episodes coming up that are extremely tough to find, and you kind of have to assume it's a pineapple in them. But it's a fun episode. It's not one of my favorites, but it's probably the more relatable ones to me. I'm excited to get to the next one. We'll see you then.